character is an act of rebellion in times like these. And my goal here is to nourish and encourage each one of those. Hello, my name is Mary Wade, and I am a coach, I am a Reiki healer, and I'm an intuitive reader with Heartsong Holistic. I am here with you today to share collective messages for the week beginning with February the 15th. Now, all my messages are timeless, so when you reach this message, it is meant for you at that time. But I have gone ahead and drawn some cards for this reading, so let's go ahead and get started. Our first card is from the Druid Plant Oracle, and it is Mint. To me, this represents resilience. It also, what I see here is that it encourages and indicates that we are on a journey towards this hill, towards this mountain. And as I'm looking at it, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but there are standing stones at the top of this mountain. There's a sacredness about this mountain that we are on a journey to. I also see that on this journey, it is surrounded by water. Our emotional nature has been really activated at this time. We may even find from this past full moon we had this week that you have had emotional outbursts, or you've had a hard time remaining balanced in your emotional body. It could have come out in different ways that is helping you, it's encouraging you, it's a gentle nudge towards your authenticity with this. Mint is a herb of resilience. You notice that this mint can grow almost anywhere, which I think is really incredible. Mint can even be quite invasive as it chooses where it wants to travel and grow. I feel like what I see on this journey is that there's lots of nourishment as well. There are things that you can use to feed your heart, feed your soul, feed your body along this journey. But it does seem like it is a bit of a journey to get there through those emotional waters. You may find yourself being caught in a cycle of emotional, oh, I feel this way, and this keeps coming up. This is inviting you to go on that journey to look inward, to find this mountain, go to the heart of that mountain, and find the truth that's lying there. That is where you find ways to transmute and become something totally different. Our next card is about transmutation, Golvig. This woman was sought after to be killed 3 different times. And I don't know if you know the story, but you can certainly look it up. But she became a powerful seer through that whole process. The snake here represents knowledge and the Kundalini rising, the wings at her head as she is leading with the crown. The things that we are experiencing in the collective right now require that we connect through our crowns with each other, that we recognize that connectedness we all have with each other, so that we can transmute a lot of the things that are happening and create gold from that. When you change something in your life, you may change something about your looks, you may change something about the way you believe, but when you truly transmute something in its entirety, you create something entirely different. And I believe that with these 2 cards, it's inviting us to change, and to change on that deep level where we're really, where we are really expressing our truth. Who are we inside? How is that authenticity reflected out into the world around us? Where can we transmute what is inauthentic and create something that is golden? Something that creates that change that we wish to see in the world. I know I've said that a couple of times now. It's really been resonating for me today. Be the change you wish to see in the world. That was a quote from Gandhi. As I'm looking here, her eyes almost are clouded over. She is seeing, she is dreaming a new reality into being. So she is not as concerned with what she sees on the 3D plane. She sees what's inside. She sees what can be, and she is standing in that state of manifesting and creating that world that she wants to see. This can look like, for yourself, maybe you have a dream, maybe you have a wish, a goal, but you notice that there are some blocks. Like it's like, I want to do this, but I want to do this, but let's remove the but. Let's remove those blocks by transmuting them. And the way that we transmute those is we go into those blocks and see where the roots of those are. Are they something that's rooted in this lifetime's reality? If so, is it something of your past? Is this part of the cycle that needs to be broken? Because once you transmute that and you recognize, a lot of times all we have to do is recognize that we're in a cycle and that this is where it's rooted from, and boom, it's gone. You've created something powerful within yourself. And being able to do that is a skill that can transform your life. And when you transform something that powerfully, it affects your energy field in a way that people around you notice. They start asking questions. You also have challenges to that. You have people come back from the past just to check and see if it's really gone from your field or not. But remain strong. That comes back to our resilience here. Mint is also used for digestion. Digesting in and of itself is a way of transmuting, right? It's a very physical way of doing that. But as we digest this material, it doesn't have to be uncomfortable. This is something where it is here to support you along the journey that you're taking. The next couple of cards that came out were the 10th house. This is who you are in the world, the legacy you leave behind. The symbolism is not lost on me that both of these cards have a mountain in them. I believe collectively we are being faced with a mountain of the shadow. By transmuting some of these things, it allows us to climb up these mountains. I even see birds here in the background here. The birds symbolize getting a higher view of what's going on in the world. They give you a different perspective. You have different perspectives from the sun, what you see in the day, in your conscious mind. And then you also have the perspective of the moon, your internal world, your unconscious mind. The moon helps illuminate in a soft way those pieces within us. I also see here a rainbow. To me, this rainbow represents a promise that this is a worthy journey. This is something where, yes, we need to seek the heart of the mountain so that we can rise and climb to the top of it. In the heart of the mountain, that is where, the mountain being you, being your legacy, being the impact you're making in the world, what you're manifesting in this world. That is where the true gifts are, is within the heart. And this is a promise that as you discover that and you start reflecting it in your outer world, how you are as you walk in your day-to-day life with every person, creature, thing that you encounter, if you are putting that out into the world in that way, that beautiful vibration, good things are coming from that. You can reach the peak of this mountain, the pinnacle of this experience. This is really beautiful because I was just having a conversation with somebody that, the world that we live in is a garden. And our perception, how we approach this garden, is how we're going to see it. If we can change our perception and look at it as a place of discovery, of wonder, of beauty, then we're going to see more of that. We're going to see more of how the natural world works and how we are a part of that natural world. When we disconnect from that natural world, that's where, things like fear and other toxic, detrimental feelings and experiences can really take over the mind space. From the mind space is one of the places we create from. So if we cannot I don't want to say control. If we cannot tame the wilds of the mind and quiet it in stillness, find this peace. You notice this hiker, he's climbing to the top of that mountain, and it could be strenuous. I mean, let's be real, climbing a mountain, come on. But don't forget to stop and smell the flowers along the way. Don't forget to notice how the sunlight glitters off the dewdrops on the spider webs as you're walking through. Don't forget to listen to how the leaves rustle and crunch underneath your feet. Be sure to feel it with your body as you're going through this journey, because that's how you also create the safety to do this. This is one way you find that nourishment to go on that journey. To go on that journey of whether it be ascension or moving to your next goal, dream, wish, desire. You have to feel it within the body as well as see it with your mind. If you attune your vibration and your body to receive that experience, then it is illuminated to you in that way. If you're off on your vibration, you're not feeling what you've requested, what you have set intentions for. You want to remain in that vibration of where you want to be and where you want to grow. And that's where this comes into balance. The mind, body, and soul. You also have to keep in mind that every one of us is going on this journey, whether we're conscious of it or not. We have here the scales of justice. As more and more people awaken to this journey and choose to go on this journey of authenticity, of truth, this scale will balance. We will not be subject to fear. It will not hijack the mind space because it's now in balance. You become unshakable. You become much more resilient. You are powerful in every moment, even when you don't feel like it. I feel like that's part of what this reading is illuminating, is reminding you of who you are. Why did you come here? What is it you want to experience in this lifetime? What do you need to work through? What helps you shine your light? It could be something that could really be helpful going on this journey with you here, as I'm receiving this as well, is writing a list of things that fill your cup, that feed you energy, and things that drain your energy, and work on balancing those two throughout your day. Maybe working a 9 to 5 drains your energy. Well, okay, that is a lot of hours of the day that you are there. So what can you do to counterbalance that with things that feed your energy? Maybe that looks like yoga. Maybe that does look like going on a hike and spending time in nature. I know for me, that's a big one for me. Art is one for me. It helps fill my cup to be able to put paint on paper, the sensation of it, seeing the colors illuminated. Our last card that I drew for this reading is Songlines, the Orca. As we are coming into this remembrance collectively of who we are, through the challenging experiences and through the beautiful, miraculous experiences that are happening right now, you see this woman sleeping down here. There's an awakening happening across the collective right now. Whales move in family pods, so it could be that you have soul tribe that wants to connect with you, who wants to sing your song, your heart song, so that you can awaken and be a part of that group. Notice that they're also in water here. Again, we're looking at it through the emotional body. Unlocking the heart space through allowing these emotions to channel through, move through, allows an openness and a space to receive, to hear those songs, and to allow us to awaken, to allow our heart to crack wide open so that we can feel and find safe space to be open. This is something that I've been challenged with myself. Feeling safe enough to be open, to be who I am out in the world. I mean, it's a challenge. I almost want to touch back to the witch wound thing here. You are safe even in this moment. Connect to your angels, your guides. Ground in, center in, imagine your energy touching to the core of the earth, and know that you are so supported on every level. Hold that in your vibration and notice how quickly things change. You will naturally become more resilient because you'll recognize that you're not alone. I'm speaking to the collective here. That means all of us here. This collective is still in a process of dreaming this new reality into being. And to me, these are like the song lines saying, okay, wake up, wake up. It's time to wake up and start creating that life that you want. Again, joy, love, laughter. These are all acts of rebellions in times like these. And your guides, your spiritual team, your soul tribe is seeing you awake so that you can join them, so that you can be in this space with them. And you can experience love. You can experience true unconditional love. You can find joy and laughter again. This is a really beautiful message. All right, I have one more that I'm going to draw. And this is going to be a dragon card. I love dragons. Dragons are masters of alchemy. And transmutation is one of the core pieces of alchemy. Let's see. I heard in my mind, dragon, dragon, what do you see? I'm a teacher, so that Brown Bear book comes to mind. Message from the dragons. Oh, we had one jump out on us. Hang on just a moment. Wow. This card is challenge, standing up for your rights. I can't even imagine how powerful this could be for some right now, when there is so much going on in the world that makes you feel like rights can be taken away from you, that freedoms are being taken away. No, you get to stand up for your rights. That is what they're asking you to do here. Take the journey. Take the journey. Go there. You will see there is no reason not to be free, even in this moment. If it must be protected with ferocity, do so. But feel what's in your heart. Do you feel challenged right now? Do you feel that there are things happening to you or to those around you or to some in the collective that do not feel right? Use your voice. Step out. Speak your truth. Because you are not alone. You are powerful with your own voice, but whenever you join in song, with your tribe, with others who are seeking that unity, you can become quite powerful. I see at the bottom of this dragon has leaves and like a greening. I want to say a greening happening here. This dragon is anchored into Gaia, is feeling her energies, is feeling her labor pains and her growth and expansion. And through that, it's tapped into the core and speaking its truth out into the world, connected with heaven and earth. We are defenders of her. And, you know, I'm getting to like as above, so below, you know, what we're experiencing on a personal level is then, you know, it expands out to our community level, to a societal level, to our, you know, our continental and full collective level. So on some level, each one of us is feeling this. And it's time. It's time to stand and speak your truth. It's time to make room for yourself. It's time to make that change. So yes, there are challenges with that, but if you are anchored in your own authenticity, in your own truth, in your own soul's purpose and knowingness, then you'll find that those things that do challenge you are not as challenging as they would seem on the outside. Many times fear is, you know, I hear a lot of people say fear is an illusion, but it's a very real thing to some. It's a very real thing for many of us in this time. But you can also push through it. If you anchor in through the crown and through the root, you will find that you become much more resilient, stronger. That channel grows wider. It affects your entire energy body so that you walk through this garden without fear. You are guided, you are supported, you are nourished, and you are so loved. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a like, comment. I'd love to hear from you. It's been a long time since I've done a reading here on this channel, and I'm really excited to get back in the saddle and get going again with it. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can email me at heartsongholistic@gmail.com. That's will be linked in the description box below. As we get going here, and please, if you do book a personal reading, if you have any questions, be sure to note them in your email so that I can channel specifically on that point for you. Again, I really appreciate you being here, and I will see you soon. Love to you.